All right, back another week. We are launching a new software. It is called Dufuck, and we are very excited about this. It is Duolingo only for curse words. Jack, you want to share a little bit about what we're building here?
Well, it all started off of a grand vision that Jason over here had. And the reality is, like, kids these days, they don't know many words, you know? They don't have a good vernacular, if you will. But what they do have is the ability to say horrible things on the internet. But what they can't do is say it in Russian, Chinese, Spanish, Hebrew. And we're going to change that.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And we actually just came from closing a big round. We just closed our first all cash investment. This is huge for us, man. And I think, Duolingo, they really don't stand a chance. They have no moat except for the owl. And I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. Our owl is better. It's so much better. It's so much cooler. He's holding a Red Bull. He's got a gun.
Yeah.
We're giving people
strapped up.
Yeah. Dude, fuck the cute owl. We want a badass owl.
Yeah.
That was Biden era owl. It's Trump era owl now.
Yeah. I was able to pull out my Stanford hat for the pitch, which I think really solidified. Yeah. Ben could tell that I had dropout energy and that I didn't spend full time at Stanford. In fact, I never even went to begin with. I dropped out of a different, but the school I dropped out of did begin with an S.
You could just buy the hat. You could just do things, bro.
You can just buy the hat, and it looks like you went to the school.
You looked great with it too. It matched the beige and everything. I think that was a big thing.
I know. I was color coordinated. I wanted it to be the muted, also, hot colors that are in there.
Ben's dog also was all over me and just chilling. I actually, it's a way to build trust with VCs. If they have a dog, you spread bacon all over yourself, like grease.
Pheromones.
And yeah, exactly. And then the dog trusts you.
For sure.
And once the dogs trust, you're good, dude.
Yeah.
That's what my wife did the first time we met. She just came with bacon perfume.
Oh, wow.
And
that worked for you?
I fell in love. I was like, my dog trusts her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are we talking? Duofuck here. We've got Spanish. I think with this new funding round, we'll be good to add French.
Yeah. Well, Ben, our new investor, is super value add. He gave us this great idea to community source swear words because there's a lot of unknown curses in other languages that are very culturally relevant. Yeah.
Dude, you spent time in Serbia.
So they have a great swear. It's Pichkrimatrinu. I can't even say it because I need Dufuck to help me with it, but it basically means go back in your mother's pussy.
Wow, that's a good one.
It's a great swear.
There's no word for that in English.
No, there's nothing, but it's super unique to the Balkan region. Wow. And that's what we're trying to do is spread cultural awareness through everyone's favorite words. Yeah,
especially Duolingo super woke, Google super woke, Duofuck not woke.
Not woke at all.
We're jumping on, dude, Duofuck is for America. It's America first.
Do you think we can get T-Dog on board?
T-Dog? Trump Dog?
Yeah, Trump Daddy.
Yeah, Trump Daddy. I think so. He loves cursing.
He does love cursing.
As long as we have pussy on there.
Yeah, because imagine, see, here's the thing. If we can get sponsored by the White House, imagine he's going to a meeting with Putin.
Dude.
He wants to assert dominance, and in perfect Russian, he tells Putin to go fuck himself or sign this deal. Yeah. Do you know how strong that would be?
North Korean too.
Oh my God.
Don't fucking launch that nuke, man.
Is there a different dialect for North Korean versus South Korean?
I don't know, man.
We should have both. Even if it's the same thing, we should have a North and South Korean option.
Yeah, there's got to be a word for nuke,
Nuke.
Nuke. Yeah, I don't know. I'm down. I'm really excited for this. I think crowdsourcing is a great idea. There's a lot of words we don't know because we're stupid.
Yes.
And like I said, man, we really only have Spanish so far with the funding. It's expensive building software these days. It's so hard.
It's very expensive. Yeah. I just dumped a couple grand in a product myself that will likely release to all of our diehard dozens of fans.
Yeah, dozens.
Dozens of fans.
I'm really excited about that. It costs about 2 hours and a Red Bull to build the first part of the software, which is expensive.
But are you telling people it took way longer?
Oh, dude, of course. I'm telling them it took years.
Good.
It took years. I mean, when you think about it, all that I had to learn to get to the point to make Duofuck.
That's a good point.
was years.
That's a great point.
Years of doing drugs, and in other countries especially, with shady people. You ever buy weed in another country?
Absolutely.
Because there's a lot of curse words that go on.
Yeah. There was once a guy, I came to like a film camp, like the dumbest.
You came at a film camp?
No, unfortunately not. I had to share a room with someone, but I was, Willie, shout out. I don't know if you're out there.
Shout out Willie, bro.
My boy, but I was
Wait, were you at a film camp?
When I was like 15.
Which one?
It was at like the film and New York Film Academy or something like that.
Shit, bro.
And I acted and I was high the entire time. So
Yeah, yeah,
my footage, you can actually look up me acting and I was
If you're
stoned.
watching this right now, feel free to pause. We don't really care about the YouTube monetization.
No,
or
not
anything.
at
You
all.
don't need to watch this.
No.
Yeah, you should definitely
Go watch me act out a scene from Bottle Rocket. It completely stoned, terrible. And the other guy
What's
was like a
crazy is-
literal actor. Like he's now on Broadway. So it was like me, really high, unpracticed with a real actor.
Yeah.
And he was so into it. And I was just like,
Did that prepare you for Cum Rocket?
it did prepare me for Cum Rocket.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, so the exciting thing, so I was, so let's go back to my story. So I'm in film academy. I'm like 15, and what does every 15-year-old want to do with their new film school friends? Get really high.
Yeah, yeah.
But we didn't know where to smoke weed, to get weed. So we're like in Washington Square Park, and this guy with dreadlocks rolls by on a Rolling Stone shirt,
Ooh.
and we just stop him on a longboard. We're like, hey man, can you help us buy weed? And he was like, for sure.
For sure. I got you.
Yeah, so
That's
like
what
literally, he just
that's all I do in life.
So like 2 hours later, he just came back on his longboard.
It took him that long?
Yeah, he was like, "I'll be right back. Give me your phone." So
Dude,
we met him 2 hours
I was
later.
at a bowling
tossed his
party down in Brooklyn the other day. I should have hit you up. I'm sorry. It was a party, but you know, I didn't think people like you. So
bag. No, they don't.
yeah, exactly.
I
And
probably-
anyways, we're standing outside. Dude walks by and just offered some shrooms.
Wow.
Yeah, like just selling shrooms like on the street. That's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
Well, it's
That's
like when you
crazy.
go to the Comedy Cellar and everyone's like, "You want cocaine?" Like on like what is
Really?
it? Mulberry Street or what's
Oh,
whatever
around
McDougal,
there, yeah,
like
yeah.
whatever that street is where
Yeah.
the Comedy Cellar is. Everyone's trying to sell you cocaine.
All right. Speaking of cocaine, Dufuck.
Yes.
How are we going to grow this thing? I mean, our specialty, my specialty especially, is like growing software, right? I've grown Mean Lord Tech, grown Elon Email. We're growing Goon Maps.
Yeah.
So how are we going to grow Dufuck now? This is, dude, fourth software here. This is huge.
I
This is really
do
big.
like the idea of getting Latin baddies
yeah,
to help
I
sponsor
think the word is Latina.
Latina bodies.
Yeah, Latin baddies feels racist.
No, I think, well, what if we want to have male baddies? Go after the gay market.
All right, so we're going for Latina baddies and give them plush owls or something?
Something like that. We want
Yeah.
them to, like, maybe we can sponsor, like, Pornhub ads are cheap.
We talked about that last time.
Oh, good point.
Yeah. I feel like Duofucko. I think there needs to be something a little, maybe TikTok. Maybe
Okay.
Because Duolingo's huge on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
And so we just got to attack them.
What if we only, like, we just make TikTok videos of us swearing at different cultures, like causing...
Wait. I've got an even better idea. We go see where all the deportations are,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
And we start cursing
Yeah.
as they're walking away and
Right.
getting deported
Yes.
while wearing our shirts.
Right.
Say Duofucko.
And as they're, because it's going to be, there's a lot of different cultures that have immigrated here illegally. So it's like an
yes.
Indian's going by, we're swearing at India and...
Oh, great.
And we're
Multicultural.
Yeah, we can even ask them about their culture. Like, where are you from? And they're like, I'm getting sent back to like Syria or whatever. And then we like,
And if we don't know the word, we just look it up
Yeah.
on Duofucko.
yeah, we like actually let's pull up Farsi right now.
Oh,
And
damn.
then we just start swearing in Farsi.
Yeah, dude, I love it. So I love that idea. We got ICE. They're deporting about 100 people or 1,000 people a day.
That's 1,000 users a day.
That's 1,000 users.
That's 1,000.
That's how I think about it. Dude, we should build a SaaS for people who are getting deported.
What do they need help with?
Not getting deported. I don't know, bro. Finding a new house.
That seems like a really hard problem to solve.
You know,
What if
anything's
we
possible.
We help them bribe members of ICE.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Like it's
Remember when 21 Savage just like ended up in an ICE holding facility for like 2
Yeah.
weeks? You ever remember that?
Yeah, that's
'Cause he's
pretty
British.
That was pretty cool, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, we could have taught him some curse words.
We
Actually,
did.
you know what? He knows.
He
a lot.
knows.
He knows. a lot.
He could help us.
He could teach us.
He could be one of the people that we use to crowdsource like curse
So
words for.
if you guys are watching this and you want to add words to Duofucko, you could just head over to our website. We're gonna have the link in our bio.
Sure.
It hasn't been pushed live yet while we're recording this,
Yeah.
but it will be live by
It'll
the
be
time
live.
this is out. Just submit curse words, different slang words,
Yeah.
onto Duofucko.
we have to have a
And,
British variation.
yeah.
Because English and British are like two different things, and they have a lot of
What is
swear words.
bruv? Have you bruv?
Yeah.
So weird.
It's very weird. I mean, it's like
British.
American version of bro.
Yeah, I like bro.
Bro.
Bruh.
Yeah, of course, because you're a bro.
I'm a bro.
You're
What
not
can
a
I
bro.
say? Yeah. It was, I mean, super exciting. And now after recording this podcast, we're about to head over to WAP.
Yeah.
We're pitching Steven Schwartz, aka on Twitter, at Cultured. Dude, he owns it. I don't know how he got that. It's pretty crazy. So he's the founder of WAP. It's going to be a fucking unicorn.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy's got cash. I was actually just talking to his CTO who buys art for him. Dead serious, bro. I like recommended some art for him to buy.
Well, you always want the autist picking the artwork.
Yeah, you want the autist picking out the
That's
artwork.
right.
That's another sass.
Oh yeah.
That's a good idea.
Autistic artwork.
No. Well, yes, but like an autist to pick out your artwork.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Because they have good taste.
Yeah.
Like the puzzles, right?
Yes.
Beautiful colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so we're gonna pitch Steven.
Mm-hmm.
I know this guy's got cash. What do you think we should pitch him on? Like, I think it could help WAP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We
Make
could
it more
start a community on WAP.
Oh, for people who like to curse at
Yes.
people getting deported.
That's where we crowdsource all of our information.
That's a great idea. That's not a bad idea.
It's
man.
not a bad idea.
There are worse ideas on WAP.
Yeah.
I love you, Steven. No, there are a lot worse ideas on that website.
That's his whole business is getting bad ideas on WAP. So I'm sure he's not offended.
Yeah, he did get me on there. So
Yeah, of course.
I'm really excited to pitch that. I think we should ask for at least $20 or so.
Yeah,
20.
We're
30.
gonna need at least 30 to finish Russian.
To add each language. It's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at least a couple bucks.
Do you think we're going to face any backlash over adding Russian with the war going on right now? But I think Russians probably want to know how to curse it.
I think we want to hedge our bets. What if they win? You know, we can add Ukrainian too. We want to play both sides. You know, we want to pick the winning side.
Insert the Always Sunny meme of
Right.
always play both sides. Yeah.
Like, worst case scenario, like Ukraine or Russia wins, but we already have their language preloaded, and then we can delete the other.
Oh, so like when somebody wins a World Series, they already have the shirts.
Yes, they already have the
That's
shirts.
smart.
Yes.
So preload it.
Preload everything.
Oh, I could do that easily.
That's
With some if then statements kind of thing.
Not
It'd be
hard.
nice to have it immediately with Google Alerts too. Like a Google alert for Russia wins. Boom. Software's live. You
Yep.
want to know how to curse? Boom. You got it.
Yeah, you want to go on Twitter right now and tell Russia to go fuck itself?
Yeah.
Bam. We have that preloaded.
Speaking of Twitter and cursing memes, I think meme translation could be big.
Ooh.
Could be big, right? So somebody suggested this. Shout out, I forget who it was who suggested this on X. But I think it could be pretty big. When you think about it, like people are already making memes in other languages on my software, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be nice to be able to translate a meme and be like, just feed it in. And then obviously it's only curse words.
Right.
So we might have to like use some API there for the other words.
Yeah.
Or we just turn every normal word into a curse word.
Yeah.
That could work. Like the closest curse word. If it says fart, we just change it to fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It becomes ass.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. Like the et symbol.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited for this, man. I'm really excited for a referral program, affiliate program. I think we're going to see a lot of college kids pushing Dufuck.
Oh, yeah.
Also, a lot of foreign exchange kids.
Ooh.
So you spent time in Serbia doing all sorts of adventures there. Would you have used this app? Like you would have used it, right? When going out to the bars, cursing at your engineers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. My friend Dima, when I was over there, he told me, he's like, go up to that girl and say, Yebiza. And I was like, hey, is that gonna win her over? He's like, for sure, it's gonna win her over. And I was telling her to go fuck herself.
Wow.
So-
Did it work?
No.
Oh yeah, dude.
No.
I ever tell you about the first time I got drunk?
No, you did not.
So similar situation. I was in France when I was 15, partying with one of my best friend from when we were like little kids was French.
Cool.
And they, his family moved back, and so I spent time with them for like a week in France, right, just visiting. And we were at this Club Med, chilling. And I'm 15, and he's a fucking stud, model kind of guy, French, dope. I'm dorky, 15, I had chubby cheeks, braces, chubbier cheeks, and I'm nervous, bro. And these French girls are beautiful, right?
Sure.
And so I'm just drinking, and I'd never drank before, and they had lemonade and vodka, so it's just sugar and vodka.
It's going down.
And I want to be able to talk to this girl. I took 5 years of French. I remember nothing because French class sucks, and if I had Duofucko, the point of this story is if I had Duofucko, maybe I would have gotten laid instead of getting so drunk I ended up naked in the bathtub. That's all I'm saying.
You ended up naked in the bathtub?
Yeah.
With water or without water?
Well, I ended up just like so drunk I was naked in the shower, and we actually had to miss going to the big castle, Versailles. We couldn't go to Versailles the next day because
you were too hungover.
Yeah. It was my first time drinking, man. It was not a good time.
Yeah, the first time
I blacked out. I have no memory of this.
Yeah, the first time I drank was at a wedding.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was like 16,
Yeah.
and I got just down in Jack and Cokes with like all of my cousins and my second cousins. And then I ended up hooking up with this girl who my brother's...
The bride?
No, thankfully not.
Thank God I didn't invite you to my wedding,
my
bro.
second cousin, and that would have been... No, it would have been my second
That's
cousin's
legal.
wife.
That's legal.
Yeah, yeah, I think
Second cousin's legal too.
Yeah. Well, so then my brother was like, my brother's roasted me because I brought this girl back up to my room.
Yeah.
And my brother's like, you brought someone you're related to up to my room. And I was like, I'm related to her? And I wasn't, but they had me literally convinced for like 2 weeks.
Oh, dude, that's what good older brothers are for.
Yeah.
I love that.
I don't, and then I blacked out, so I don't like really remember what happened.
Oh, dude, your brother's in Paris, you were saying.
Yeah.
You think he would use Dufuck?
Oh, definitely.
How would he use it? What's his...
Well, he's been studying French, but they don't teach you how to swear.
Right, because
It's
they're woke.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
Did you know
garbage.
the French don't have a word for entrepreneur?
No way.
Yeah, that's a tweet from Ryan Peterson over at Flexport.
Dude.
It's so funny.
That's such a good tweet.
So good. Yeah, the French don't... They're so anti-business, and I tweeted this a while back. I would never invest in a French founder.
You know, they had a couple good inventions, like the guillotine. They had some good stuff, you know?
Guillotine, crepes, nude women.
Airbus.
Airbus? What
Airbus.
the hell is Airbus, bro?
Airbus. Planes. The ones that don't explode.
Their AI stuff just got super regulated. They had Mistral, which like blew up on X all over.
They're good at nuclear
and then it
power.
just got regulated. Yeah, they are good at nuclear power.
Which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, but you know they're doing it for like bad reasons.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're planning some French takeover stuff. I would never invest in a French founder.
Wow.
They just vacation way too hard, bro.
Yeah, it's true.
Like,
4-day work week.
Yeah,
Can't trust them.
They just don't got that hustle.
No
I remember somebody tried pitching me. I was at this event I was hosting, and he was French, and he was just blackout drunk trying to pitch me and like smelling like cigarettes. Just not gonna happen. And then another founder who I'd worked with, she, signs on or whatever to like have me work with her for content, and then just disappears for 2 weeks, like vacationing in the south of France. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not doing
but
that.
you know who I would invest in? Russian founders.
Russian founders,
They hustle hard.
They grind.
And they're willing to do anything to get at it.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Illegal. Yeah.
Yeah, they want to get the fuck out of Russia.
Yeah, 100%. I like that. That's a good thesis. There's probably a lot of money there too.
Oh yeah.
I like that. I think, Duofucko might make us enough money where we could do that. It would be smart, let's say we have people crowdsource, right? They put in their email to upload a curse word. And if they are, say, a smart person in that country and have a good curse word, they're probably working on a cool project.
Yeah.
We could build VC funds for each country that uploads to Duofucko.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and invest.
Invest like a couple dollars.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty, Duofucko, we just raised around like $20 from Ben.
Yep.
So we'll do our best.
Yeah.
We'll do
We
what
can
we can.
divide that by, that's 20 countries to start. $1 each.
That's true.
Well, we're
a
gonna-
dollar goes farther in different countries.
Maybe it's
too.
like 18 because we need like $2 for like management.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
To set up Carta and all that stuff.
100%. Do you think we should launch like a mobile app or just web?
Web responsive, mobile responsive.
Mobile
web app.
responsive? I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I learned that term from an engineer friend of mine.
Yeah.
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 I don't know what it means though.
Yeah. Engineers just say things sometimes.
Yeah.
Dude, I just hired my first engineer who helped with, Duofucko.
Sure.
I didn't have enough to pay him to do the other languages yet,
Right.
which is why we're raising money. Long story short.
That's why we're going to WAP.
Yeah, engineers are terrifying, bro.
Yeah, they're scary people.
You just like watch them do stuff, and you're like,
They could be doing nothing, but at the end of it, like they typically are doing everything.
I love him, dude. Last episode we talked about how I acquired Goon Maps. What I forgot to mention was I hired the founder of Goon Maps.
Smart.
So the founder of Goon Maps is now building Duofucko. He's helping with Meme Lord Technologies.
Yep.
He's helping with Goon Maps, obviously. Let's talk. Actually, you know what? This is a great topic here. Goon Maps Duofucko pairing.
Integration.
So, integration, yeah. So you are jerking off and you want to know how to talk dirty to, your mind, right? Or whatever.
Sure.
In different languages.
Yeah.
So
You're Korean fucked all.
Exactly. Exactly. So that gives me two ideas here. So one is when you open up Goon Maps, you could have a Duofucko integration. Another option is on the fuck doll itself.
Yes.
Right? You can have it say different curse words.
Yes.
It could teach you different curse words. What are your thoughts?
I think if a fuck doll talked dirty to me
in different languages,
and you had a way like on like an app or something, you could change it to like go directly and like, hey, start swearing to me in Spanish because
we could learn a lot of
my Latina
languages.
baddie's about to be deported. So
that's a great idea. Yeah. I think that's one of the best ideas we've ever had.
It's up there.
Yeah, we've been doing this show for like an episode. It's one of the best ideas.
One of the of the 45 minutes that we've talked to one another, and
yeah.
this is definitely up there.
I like it. I like it a lot. I would also love for Dufuck. I think we could probably get sponsored by brands. Literally, as we were walking in to do our first VC pitch, we got free Red Bull over there. You want to show the people? Dude, it was crazy. Literally, a Red Bull truck was driving by, and he saw I was drinking a Red Bull. Jack, could you pass me that? Thanks. No, I want yours. Thank you. We've been sharing Red Bull because we're still cheap, you know?
Yeah. We only got one. He wasn't willing to give us two.
Yeah. Thanks, Jack.
No, of course, buddy.
Yeah, it's more intimate that way too.
If
I think founders should share drinks and beds.
And if you have a girlfriend, spread it around.
Wife.
Yeah.
I got to tell Erica that's a no.
Yeah.
By the way, Matt's our producer. Erica says she misses you and says hi.
Miss you too.
Erica loves you. Yeah, not you, Jack.
Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, Jack.
She's very worried about my adventures with Jack. No,
I've only met her once.
Yeah.
And she seems great.
She's
but
great.
There's an intensity and ferocity in her eyes.
Yeah, she wants us to be billionaires. That's why.
I know.
She
expects a lot out of us, and she sees our current operation, and she's worried.
Oh, dude, she's like, you guys do not have a system in place.
No,
You know?
we have no organization.
Yeah, it's pretty fun though.
I like just having guys that do stuff for me.
You need a guy. You need a plug for everything. And now we are building the plug for cursing in other languages, right?
Oh, yeah.
So instead of having a guy, you don't need a Mexican friend to text for a curse word.
No.
You just go to duofucko.com.
Yeah.
I haven't bought the domain yet. I hope it's available.
If it's not available, we have to rebrand. Next episode's the rebrand.
Duo That's probably available.
I mean, it's probably.
That's pretty bad.
No one's
that dumb.
If you, what?
We need emails, bro. Jack@duofucko.com.
Yes. And I just direct everyone for my newsletter specifically to duofucko.com.
Yeah. Do you think, I feel like we got to pump this baby in our newsletters, right?
Oh, we have to.
100%, man. Super exciting.
We can get at least, 4 or 5 users.
Yeah, 4 or 5 users would be nice. That's half of what Goon Maps has.
Right.
So that's big moves.
And if we merge them, we'll have a 50% user growth.
Duoguno. Goon fucks.
Yeah.
Goono fucko.
Yeah. Well, if you're duo gooning, does that mean that
Oh,
you're
wait. What about porn in other languages?
Great point.
Yes.
Great point.
I don't know where I'm going with that.
Well, we just translate porn for people.
Yeah. So our producer, Alex, as you know, he runs a SaaS doing 100K a month. And their whole strategy has been paying influencers, and he has a lot of influencers in other countries doing other languages.
Yeah.
Why don't we just do the same?
We can do the exact same.
We just pay French people. And they don't have a word for entrepreneur, but they do have a word for employee.
That's true.
Employee.
And a word for sex, I imagine.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Definitely have
There's some horn dogs there.
Ooh,
and so we're going to pay people in all sorts of languages to talk about Duofucko.
Okay.
It could work.
It could work.
It might not, but it could.
Yeah. What's the maximum we're willing to lose on Duofucko? Assuming this doesn't go well, like what?
What do you mean? I'm not losing money.
I'm not trying to plan for failure, but I'm just saying, like, if
I would lose at least 10, 20 grand.
10, 20 grand on this.
Yeah. It's a big project,
It's
very important work.
If
Jack.
we do lose,
this is free speech. Elon should fund it.
I understand, but if we lose $10,000 or $20,000, can I move in with you guys?
Yeah. I got that second floor, bro.
I know.
I got you.
I'll sleep with Ron.
Yeah. You in the crate with Ron. You're too tall for that, bro.
I can curl up.
So I really think the move, paying influencers in other languages, paying OnlyFans stars in other languages, I think would be really helpful. If we could do like an OnlyFans chat integration.
Ooh.
So while somebody's chatting, it's like you could also learn would be really nice.
While you're flirting with Andrew Tate, who writes all of his own.
Who actually secretly runs it.
I love
that. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Andrew Tate would be a great sponsor of Duofuck.
Yes, he would. He's really quite a weird man.
Yeah.
He's definitely gay, right?
He seems so
We're
gay.
so getting shot for this, but it's all good.
That's fine.
It's fine.
We just got to stay away from Romania. Yeah.
But what if we want a Romania language, right? Yeah, want to learn how to curse out Andrew Tate in Romanian? Go to duofucko.com. Sponsored by Goon Maps. Sponsored by Meme Lord.
Sponsored by Jabroni Capital.
Sponsored by everything.
Yeah.
Investor Jabroni Capital.
Jabroni Capital.
Dude, I kind of want to throw Jabroni Capital on all my software now. Just funded.
Please.
Jabroni Capital is the new Y Combinator. People are saying this.
Yes.
Many people are saying
We should actually start an accelerator program.
Jabroni Accelerator?
Jabroni Accelerator.
Jabron Accelerate?
Yeah.
Jabron Celebrate. Scheme Accelerator.
Yeah, Scheme Accelerator.
Scheme Accelerator.
Yeah.
That could work.
Only accept schemers.
Yeah.
Fund them with
You know, I started a Red Bull fund with somebody. Have you heard about this?
No.
Yeah. So my friend, his Twitter is Red Bull Futurist. He works at SpaceX as a rocket science engineer.
Okay.
I'm dead serious. And his Twitter is Red Bull Futurist. And so we bonded over our love of Red Bull.
Yes.
And accelerating, and technology. And so there's a Red Bull fund. The logo was made on my software, Miller Technologies, and we buy Red Bulls for schemers and engineers building cool shit.
Wow.
So, I'm an LP, not to brag or anything.
No. Yeah, you feel free to brag. This is your platform.
Yeah, Red Bull Fund actually invested in Dufuck. So
really,
and Goon Maps. Actually, true story. Red Bull Fund did invest in Goon Maps because I introduced them.
Sure.
And then afterwards, some of like the Christian Peter Thiel wannabes were like, "No, we can't fund masturbation." I was like, "You fucking queers."
Is it goonmaps.com?
Yeah,
goonmaps.com.
Dude, we're big.
Can I admit something?
Yeah.
I haven't used you yet.
Oh, really?
No.
Dude, I logged one when I was bowling the other day.
Really?
At that party I was telling you about.
Really?
Mid-bowl.
Bathroom?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I got a gutter ball, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did you did you write your full experience on
Goon
Goon
Maps?
Maps?
I logged it and it got some likes.
Nice.
From the developer.
Congrats. It's a new feature.
Yeah, dude, I'm really proud. We are rolling out likes. We already rolled out likes actually.
Yeah.
So next step is the whole social network for gooners.
Yeah.
Gooners are a lonely breed and they need to know how to curse at women on the internet.
Yep.
And they need somewhere to meet other gooners, right?
We can infiltrate the incel community with both Dufuck and Goon Maps.
Yeah, and Meme Lord.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's actually perfect. We've got the trifecta.
Dude, it really works because I'm not an incel.
Yes.
If I was an incel, none of my brands would work.
You shouldn't tell anyone that you're married, though, because it does destroy your credibility in the incel community.
Oh, true, because then they'll be like, oh, he's fucking gay because he's married.
Yeah, he spends time with a girl.
Yeah.
Well,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
I'll be careful of that for sure.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I got to be more careful of that.
You got to be very
I might have to get Erica to take everything down.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, what's a divorce between friends?
Prenup, bro. That's what it is.
Thank God.
I don't know. It didn't work out for Mackenzie Bezos.
Oh.
Or it worked out for Mackenzie, not great.
It did work out great for her.
Yeah.
Do you think she's spending money on cool shit right now?
No, she's just donating to NGOs.
You got to buy a yacht too.
Yeah.
You don't here's the thing. There's no way she downgraded her lifestyle.
No, of course not. You're used to it. And, she deserves it.
You'll need a bill to keep that going.
Yeah.
One bill, a couple $100 million.
What do you think fuck you money is? Sorry, wait. In Duofuck language, mierda money.
I would say at least a 100.
100?
100 mil.
$100.
You can definitely tell people to fuck off with 100 mil.
I feel like, 100 mil would be nice.
Yeah. Like you could probably do it for 20, but it's not the same.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same chutzpah.
Yeah. Like 20 mil. You've got a decent apartment.
But you could get sued and you just lose shit.
You lose shit. But you got a hundo. You can hire the lawyers.
Ooh.
Get the Jewish goon squad up behind you.
Hell yeah.
Everyone's
I love it, bro. I love it.
Yeah.
Call my dad, bro.
Is your dad a lawyer?
He's a lawyer, yeah.
My mom's a lawyer.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, she's not Jewish, though.
No.
Is that legal?
I hope so.
I hope so too, man. I hope so. Yeah.
She wanted to be Jewish.
Yeah.
All of her favorite friends are Jewish.
Yeah.
She always,
So that passed down in your DNA. You're here with me and Alex over here?
That's right. All of my friends are Jewish too.
It works
literally
out.
all the closest homies.
It works out, man.
I'm moving in with a Jew.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
Ben.
Ben?
Yeah.
Who's Ben? Scharf? That we were just our investor?
Is he a Jew?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
We can't raise money from non-Jews, right?
Do they have money to raise?
What about the WAP guy?
He's Steven Schwartz, bro.
Oh, Steven Schwartz. Good point. All right. Is it the thesis?
I'm sorry. I got my connections.
Right.
Like I'm relying on.
It's in the in group for sure.
Yeah. Especially because we love cursing.
Yes.
Yeah. Watch any Woody Allen movie, any Larry David. Jews love to curse.
Yeah.
Man. But I really think Duofuck. I think the main part about Duofuck here is the free speech.
Yes.
And that's why Elon should fund it, potentially buy it.
That's why the White House should sponsor us.
I agree, because free speech is back, and free speech, free speech is allowed again now thanks to Elon buying X. And I think, honestly, a Dufuck X integration would make sense. They're integrating payments. They're integrating,
Yes.
all sorts of stuff in crypto, and it feels very obvious to have a Dufuck integration.
They already show translations, but I don't think they have translations for swear words.
Exactly, because Google is woke.
Yes.
So we need Dufuck.
Yeah.
I agree.
Grok could buy this out easy.
Grok, yes, Grok could. I would really like that. I think if Sam Altman offers us 10, 20, 50 billion, what's the deal? We're saying no, right?
Yeah, we're not saying we can't sell it.
Because OpenAI, they're gonna screw it up for ChatGPT.
There's no way you can say gay.
I can't be censored.
No.
It's crazy. Sam Altman's a billionaire. He still doesn't have a girlfriend.
By the way, that's a mistake.
I know.
You can buy one.
On duofucko.com.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
get your Latina baddie.
That's not a bad idea.
That's our integration right there.
That's a good idea.
I think we figured it out.
Yeah. I think we should add something as well where we can send messages on Dufuck. That'd be nice to send curse words to each other.
Right.
What other features should we add? Because this is just the beginning of a whole suite of Dufuck.
Sure.
I really think the gamification aspect too. At the end of the day, Duolingo doesn't teach you languages. Let's discuss that for a point here.
Yeah.
Duolingo, all right, fine. It's a fancy, cool app. The founder went to Carnegie Mellon, PhD.
Sure.
Invented CAPTCHA, which is wrong every time.
Totally.
It says I'm a robot. I'm not a robot.
My old co-founder built a CAPTCHA breaking exchange when he was in high school. He made $500K just breaking CAPTCHA.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we're gonna beat Duofuck, or we're gonna beat we're gonna beat Duolingo. No problem. 100%.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. But anyways, more features. What else should we add?
What if we do a holiday and birthday card feature? So you can send holiday birthday cards to
only curse words.
Yeah, to your enemies.
I have a guy for that.
Really?
Actually, guy who worked at that startup that you left.
Oh, Adam. Yeah, I forgot.
He runs a birthday card company.
We can partner with him.
That'd be good. That would be good
great.
Publicity.
Yeah, he's now going to MIT for his MBA, which is obviously a mistake. I told him not to. Yeah. You don't want to get an MBA. There's nothing that says I don't know how to do business like getting a business school degree.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
Yeah,
I couldn't agree more. But if you're getting an MBA in 2025, you're fucking not gonna make it.
That's just what they do.
Well, U Chicago, you know the saying. It's where fun goes to die.
It sure does. My mom went to U Chicago.
Yeah, and that's where she met the Jews.
That's right.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And fun died for her, although she claims that she liked it.
Yeah, Chicago's cold. Yeah,
she's a nerd. She got frostbite.
Really?
Walking to class.
She's drunk?
No, she was walking to class. It was just snowy and
windy. On a normal day?
Yeah.
That's wild. I know. That's wild. All right, so Dufuck, we're gonna go viral for sure, 100%.
Yes.
Thankfully, because Elon's gonna retweet it.
Yes.
It's free speech.
It's all on you, by the way.
Yeah, obviously. And then college kids. How do we get them? I think we should host a party. That's how Bumble got started.
Yes.
And Tinder. They spent thousands. Bumble literally spent some of their last money on renting out frat parties and sororities. I think we should do the same.
So we go to Columbia's campus.
Oh, yeah, because they just are very about free speech these days.
They love free speech.
They love free speech. So that would be great.
And they love your people.
Oh, wait, dude, we need one for kikes. We need a translation for kike, I think is the move.
I don't know. Yeah, how do you say that in fucking...
In English or in French or something?
Yeah.
Kike. Yeah, we need as many anti-Semitic slurs.
Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah, sure. My kike.
Did you give me a coupon? So I get 5
You
kikes?
get the K word.
Okay.
K word, Dude, I really think...
That's what we do. We give out coupons.
Oh, that's...
So for all of the different races that have race-specific ethnic slurs, they can give out coupons to their friends to allow them to swear. You get 5 kikes.
That's not a bad idea.
No, it's not a bad idea.
They pay $1 and it sends to a friend.
Yes.
We take a small percentage.
Right.
And
you have a stamp so that when you say it, people are like, whoa, what the fuck, man? You're not allowed to say that. And you're like, no. I've got 3 more.
And somebody has to do a selfie identification you do when you're signing up for Stripe where it checks your ID.
Yes.
This person is black. They gave me the N-word card.
Yes.
This person is Jewish. They gave me a K-word card. It wouldn't work otherwise.
Yes.
I like it.
I think this is our best idea.
Yeah, this is really good.
And kids on college campuses need that.
Dude, all we need is the API to send the text message or email. It's super easy.
Yeah.
We could do this in an hour.
Yeah, I mean, I had a friend that got blacklisted on college campus because he was like joking around with a buddy of his who was gay.
What did he say?
Well, it said, not.
Call him the F word?
Yeah, he called the F word.
I watched the video.
But then
you sent me a video earlier saying Trump said we're allowed to say that now.
Is that officially executive order? We need to see the documentation.
Yeah, Trump said you're allowed to say faggot. It's fine.
So
it's fine.
But anyway, my friend said it, and then he was saying it to his friend who's gay, and they were as joking around, but other people heard it. And if he had the coupon at the time, he could have showed the paperwork to be like, I was in the clear. It was okay. It wasn't a big deal. But instead, he got ostracized because it's like Pete
Dufuck coupons.
Dufuck.
Yeah, fucko coupon.
Fucko coupons.
Fuck coupons.
Yes.
I like it. I like it. You hear about that Groupon founder or Groupon PM, speaking of coupons. I went viral the other day with this, I guess, some Groupon founder or some Groupon PM quit his job at Groupon to go start a supersonic plane company called Boom.
Yes.
Basically what we're doing here is going from normal jobs of meme lords to building Dufucko, taking on giants in the industry of language learning.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. That's a huge
You could just do things.
Yeah. Going PM at Groupon, like, can you think of like a more boring job too?
No, that's what he said.
Hypersonic rockets.
In his LinkedIn bio, speaking of, viral LinkedIn, Mr. Viral LinkedIn, in his LinkedIn description, it says, there's nothing that makes you yearn for doing something you love than working on a coupon app. But if Groupon might buy us.
They could.
Yeah. He quote tweeted my tweet, so maybe we could contact him.
Ooh.
He probably has connections there,
Yeah.
Groupon could buy Dufuck coupons.
I would rather be bought by the rocket company though.
Fuck, dude. Dufuck coupons. Is that going to be a subsidiary?
Maybe.
We might have to see for
We can spin it off, right?
Yeah.
The more
we got it trademarked. I was on the phone with my IP guy the other day.
Yeah.
Should I get that trademark?
Is he Jewish?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on.
Everyone you work with, other than me. What if I convert? Can I? What's the process?
Circumcision?
I already am.
Oh, then
I got that in the bag.
You're good. I think marry a Jewish girl. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I did. Well, I was once dating a girl, and her mother asked over the first time we ever got dinner, "Hey, would you convert?" Just like in between.
Dude. Wait, that's so funny.
It was very
Jewish
funny.
Moms are nuts, man. On first time Erica, my wife, met my mom goes, he has really good fatherly instincts. Dead serious.
Literally.
100%.
My girlfriend at the time gets up, goes to the bathroom. Her mother looks at me. She's like, "So would you convert?" Like right as she walked away out of earshot.
As soon as I walked away as well.
Yeah.
It's they can't hold back.
It was perfect.
It's crazy, man. They have no filter. It's just gone.
No.
It's crazy. Alex, I know your parents is saying it's crazy. It's insane. That's a good service as well. So I have Elon email, right?
Yes.
A lot of people have requested, they're like, I don't like Elon, whatever, I'm woke. Jewish Mom as a service.
Jewish Mom as a service.
Yeah, just checks in on you.
Yeah.
Hey, did you go to temple?
Yes.
Have you cleaned?
Right.
Did you remember to wash your balls?
Yeah.
All the normal stuff.
It's grandma's birthday tomorrow.
It's grandma's birthday. Dude, my mom always texts me about that.
Dude, it's grandma's birthday tomorrow is a good app. That's a good service.
Yeah. Dude, that's what Facebook should have been.
Yeah.
Was just the birthday thing.
And then
they really went off.
I know. And then you can send a birthday card to your mother grandmother telling her to go fuck herself.
That's smart. Do a fucko, Facebook events, birthday integration.
Yes.
Dude, Partyful might buy us too.
Partyful could buy us.
They've got a lot of parties on there.
Oh yeah.
And they're pre-revenue still, but we're pre-revenue.
But they've got a slick app.
Yeah.
You don't need revenue. Their app is cool.
That's true. It's really funny. The founder just tweets all the time. It's like, what's our plan? I don't know.
I don't know.
And it's like she's being sarcastic, but she's not actually.
No,
being
she's not.
She has no idea what the fuck she's doing.
Dude.
I think she was expecting to be bought by now, and so they just had no monetization strategy.
Yeah.
And so I think they were expecting to be bought by Eventbrite. It turns out that Eventbrite is probably broke too.
Yeah.
So
all the event apps are broke.
This is stupid.
Yeah. Although I do use Luma all the time.
Luma's great. I like Luma.
Yeah.
Like
Dude, I just went to a Luma. I went to Randy's Luma event.
Randy!
Dude,
Shout out Randy.
strangers came from Luma.
Wait, did you meet Shane?
Nico, I became buddies.
You met Nico. Nico's great.
Nico's the man.
Yeah,
I hung out with him and this random Korean guy who found the event from Luma. He was alone in New York for a month.
Yeah.
He just sold his company. He was just like, I use Luma to find this fucking event.
I mean, I've hosted events on Luma, had people show up. I think it's a great place for orgies too.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great point.
I know. Good app there too.
That's a great point.
How do you promote an orgy and then you could do the application process and everything.
Yeah, you want to gatekeep though.
Exactly. You need applications.
Yeah.
You want pictures.
Yep.
Of everything.
Yep.
As much as you can.
Medical records.
Oh, that's a big one.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we should build Luma for orgies. Maybe that's our next startup.
Maybe that's it. We scrap Dufuck. We pivot.
Pivot.
We already have investors. Why would we get rid of it? Let's just pivot.
Dude, I've seen bigger pivots before.
Honestly, it's kind of a logical jump too.
Yeah, I've seen way bigger pivots, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think this is a normal pivot.
Yeah. I mean, my old co-founder pivoted from like a learning business to like a hiring app.
Yeah. That's very normal.
Yeah. Huge jump.
So pivoting from learning curse words to learning how to fuck.
Yes.
It's all good.
It's the same thing.
Also, dude, speaking of that, people who we reject, it's a good market for teaching them how some of the dating stuff.
They're gonna need Goon Maps. They didn't
They're
get
gonna
invited.
need
They didn't get invited.
Sponsored by Goon Maps. Wait, maybe Goon Maps. I copy paste the code, fork it, start fuck maps.
Ooh.
So it's for the people who actually do have sex,
Right?
And they're a little kinky and they want to share where they've had sex.
Yep.
You know? And plus, because you need at least one person to have sex.
Yeah.
You get double the users.
I went to the Statue of Liberty and
Had sex.
I had a fucking threesome in the tower. That's cool.
That's pretty
People
sick.
want to know about that.
I mean, they might get a little jealous, whereas Goon Maps, it's like, that's dope. Everybody loves jerking off.
That's a good point.
Yeah. You don't want people jealous, Well, maybe
Maybe a little bit jealous.
I think fuck maps is
I think
next.
jealousy is pretty good for virality.
Goon Maps, Duofucko, fuck maps, Orja. Is that what we're calling it? The Luma spinoff?
Orja?
Yeah.
Luma.
Maybe. I bet there's an open source, calendar kind of app.
Because people pay for orgies. Here's the better thing. Like problem with Partyful, problem with
Oh.
Luma. No one's paying for these events. But if we do an orgy app, everyone's paying to get into the orgy.
Yeah.
And then we just take a 20% cut.
And then we don't even have to host it.
No, we don't want to. It's a lot of cleanup.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think, should we let people host their own? And then I feel like we might be able to build like a cleaning service business on top of that.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm saying.
But like what
There's great margins.
Yeah,
man.
but all the baddies are getting deported. Who's going to be
It's true.
cleaning up?
This is true. This
kind of goes, it's not.
I think interns. You have an intern.
I do have an intern.
Yeah.
I got a couple now.
If he's watching this,
I'm interviewing another intern tomorrow.
your intern, they would probably be down.
Yeah. And she's in France.
She's in France.
Yeah, I'm looking for content sourcers.
What the hell's a content source?
Well, so because I have to like do research to figure out what I'm going to talk about for each newsletter, and I write them a couple times a week, and I got multiple stories.
Why don't you just read?
I can't read, bro. Stop.
All right, fair enough. I've never heard of a content sourcer.
I'm trying to hire one, unpaid intern. But then they source content for me, and they get under my tutelage.
Obviously, if she's in French, they don't have a word for entrepreneur.
No,
She won't mind not getting paid.
I had him submit a form, so I got a couple dozen people to fill this out. She had fire recommendations, and she said retarded in her application.
Wow.
I know. I was like, let's talk Friday.
So my wife just quit corporate. First thing her new boss says is, "Let's fucking go." I was like, "Welcome to startups, baby."
That's amazing.
Yeah.
What's she doing?
She's working at AI shit now. I want to keep it on the low. But
keep on the
DL. She's working at AI. Pretty exciting shit.
She's working at AI.
In AI, yeah.
Okay.
At AI.
Nice.
No, she is the artificial intelligence.
That's beautiful.
I'm the artificial intelligence of the relationship. She's the real intelligence.
Artificially unintelligent.
Yeah. I'm the artificial intelligence. She's the logistics.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm really excited about Duofucko's growth. I mean, we're going to hit MRR goals very soon.
Yeah.
69,000 MRR.
69K.
Yeah.
That would change a lot for me because I got some debts.
Yeah. From the Serbia days?
No, from this Albanian poker circle that I've been running in
well,
Queens.
At least you'll know how to curse at them in Albania.
That's a good point.
Sponsored by Duo.
I'm pretty sure everyone there has guns.
Yeah?
And I don't. So I feel left out.
Yeah, you never want to bring nothing to a gunfight.
No, you don't.
I heard that somewhere.
I try to bring my dick to a gunfight.
Yeah. I'm really excited about Duofucko, man, and our second software of many to come.
Yeah.
And now we have even more ideas, man.
I know.
This is crazy.
I'm about to release a software which we can, partner with for many different reasons and ways.
Yeah.
And it's going to be huge.
Things are looking up for us.
Yeah.
I mean, just last week we were sharing Red Bulls, just earlier today. That wasn't even last week. Time flies,
Minutes
man.
ago.
Time flies when you're building software. We couldn't even afford 2 Red Bulls.
No.
And now we're getting Red Bulls.
Thank God for that Red Bull guy. He came through.
Thank God.
They didn't. I went into a Japanese market to buy Red Bull, and they didn't even have
They
it.
didn't have it. And then the Red Bull truck pulls up.
It was really just fake.
Magical moment. Magical moment. All right. Cheers to Dufucko. Let's
Cheers.
head over to WAP. We're about to pitch an investor.
close
About to
too.
pitch Steven over at WAP. And I think we should be able to close at least $20-$30.
Dude, this round's going to get hot.
Oversubscribed. Mierda.